and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you guys my peace journal from my Serenity Collection. They are all just a little bit similar, but I wanted to open them up and show you guys the differences so you can see. Okay, so I have them all tied up with this cotton yarn, and I felt it worked really well with this journal. And so we have this, each of them will have a handmade tag. And so this has been hand stitched, and some of these, if they're not on top of the journals, they will be inside. So that's on the outside. Each one comes with a dried flower and with a tag that has its name on it. And then each one also comes with this little envelope, and inside I put a few things that you can use in the journal. So I have some blue tickets, and then I have these little labels, and then I have these tickets also, and they will also have a tag. So and a lot of these digitals are in my Etsy shop if you guys want to go take a look. And then I also have this little, it's like a little journal where you can actually just add some more thoughts. And so these are in this coin envelope. And then I also included this little pack. So it's a little pack of paper. It has the doily on the outside. It has a charm with a little bit of embroidery thread on there, and then just a bit of paper to be used in the journal. So they all kind of coordinate. So this is wallpaper. And then I have some blue dyed paper. And then this is a dictionary page. And again, these don't have to be used in this journal. I just included them because when I actually work in a journal, I really like to have a variety of items to work with. So when I'm done with the journal, I always have leftovers that I could use in other journals also. So here's the journal. This is wallpaper, this is wallpaper, and this is some vintage lace, and I sewed on some tiny little flowers with a bead on there. Let's see. And then at the top, the journal is bound with some cotton thread, but then I actually tied the journal, just the top of it, with this ribbon. So that this is basically just for looks, and then you have the thicker strand right there. So this opens up, and right here I have some tulle, and you can tuck little pieces, you can tuck pictures in there. And so I have this card that I made. Basically you have journaling space on the back, and then just a nice image on the front. And then this also is a journaling sheet. And so I just try to use verses or sentiments that kind of tie in with the Serenity journal, with that kind of thought and theme. So here I have a tag with the title again, and you can actually turn it over and you can journal or add a date on there. And here I have this little vintage, it's like a cutout, and I sewed it on there with a little bit of lace and some And I added some sequins and I added this little feather. I thought that was a nice touch. And then you can lift it up and you can do some hidden journaling underneath if you wanted to. And then there's some vintage papers in here. I have some vintage envelopes, and again I added more places to journal. And here's another envelope, and I have a verse on here, and then a vintage note paper where you can also journal. And I love to add this little border with the writing. I think that is so pretty. I've been doing that a lot lately. Then I have this tag that I made, and there's journaling space on the back. And then there's another piece of paper for journaling, and they just kind of get tucked in here. If you want, you can glue this tag on here, but I left that kind of open for you to decide if you wanted it stuck on there or if you just wanted it clipped on there. So now this is a pocket up here. And there's some little tags. A lot of this ribbons and lace are very fragile and they're very vintage, but I think they're so pretty, so I use that. And here is another little tag, and I added some paper there. Just a lot of layers for journaling again. And then there's this little, like a little booklet. So I have 4 journals in this collection, and each one is just a little bit different, so I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that again. They're all going to be just a little bit different on the inside and on the outside. Okay, more journaling space here. And I left some room for if you wanted to go in and add more, like little cutouts, that will work out also. And here's this really nice image. I love that vintage picture. I think it's so pretty, and I sewed some lace on there. And there's a paper doily underneath there. And I have some stitching on there, and this one also I did some stitching. This is actually some coffee dyed lace. And then this comes out. This is also hand dyed. I love the variation. Let me show you of the color. I don't know if you can see that. That's like kind of a mauve, and then you have some blue in there. I think it came out so pretty. And see right here is where it ties in. So you have the, this is the binding. So yeah. And then again, some more journaling space. I just left this here for you to decide where you want to put it. You can either glue it down or you can leave it like that. Okay, this actually pops out, and if you watch my tutorial, you'll know that this opens up. You can journal inside, and then you also have a tuck spot. It's kind of like some hidden, and you can actually tuck in there some notes or pictures. here's the front. There's a side view of it. It's getting a little bit chunky. And then here's the back. And so it's got hand stitching all along the sides.